Although flying is one of the safest means of travel, many passengers suffer from a fear of flying, including myself. That said, some airport approaches are a lot more challenging than others, and can turn into a terrifying experience that makes the bravest frequent flyers grip their armrests. From mountain ranges and oceans to less than half-a-mile runways, here are 10 of the most dangerous airports in the world. Let's go to the video. Number 1. Paro International Airport, Bhutan. Paro is Bhutan's sole international airport. The tiny airport is nestled in a deep valley and surrounded by sharp peaks of up to 5,500 meters, 18,000 feet tall. Strong winds whip through the valley, often resulting in severe turbulence. Considered the most dangerous airport in the world, flights are only allowed during daytime and under visual meteorological conditions in which pilots make the judgments by eye rather than relying on aircraft instruments. The dramatic approach to the runway is completely out of sight for the pilots until the last minute as they maneuver between mountains at a 45-degree angle before dropping quickly onto the runway. Only a limited number of pilots are authorized to land at Paro. Number 2. Juanchoe. Yarausquin Airport, Saba Island. Juancho E Airport is located approximately 45 kilometers, 28 miles, south of St. Martin, on the minuscule Dutch Caribbean island of Saba, also known as the original King Kong movie island. With a runway of only 400 meters, 1,300 feet, in total length, this makes it the world's shortest commercial airport runway. The airport is wedged on a rocky outcrop at the foot of a mountain, with jagged terrain on one side and cliffs dropping into the sea at the other ends of the runway, so any landing here is a nerve-wracking challenge. Although the airport is closed to jet traffic, regional airline propeller aircraft are able to land there under waivers from the Netherlands Antilles Civil Aviation Authority. Number 3. Courchevel Airport, France. While the airport at Lucla has a dangerously short runway of only 527 meters, 1,729 feet, the one at Courchevel Airport is even shorter at 525 meters, 1,722 feet. This airport, which serves the exclusive ski resort of Courchevel in the French Alps, drops off in a cliff as well, so pilots need to make sure they gain enough speed for takeoff if they don't want to fall off the cliff's edge. The runway also has a downward gradient of 18.6%, which further complicates takeoff and landing. Moreover, on approach or during takeoff, pilots have to maneuver their aircraft between the Alps without instrument procedures. The only clear guideline is a no-go round due to the surrounding mountains. Number 4. Tenzing Hillary Airport, Nepal. Tenzing Hillary Airport, also known as Lucla Airport, in Nepal is the prime airport for anyone who is visiting Mount Everest. The runway is surrounded on all sides by steep Himalayan terrain, with a mountain shelf on one side and a steep drop into the valley below on the other side. The airport runway is extremely short at just 527 meters, 1,729 feet, long, although it also slopes uphill with a gradient of almost 12%, which helps planes to slow down in time. To make matters worse, there is no go-around procedure because of the surrounding mountains. Given these factors, only helicopters and small fixed-wing propeller planes are permitted to land. Since 1973, there have been several accidents on the airport that resulted in many deaths and injuries. Number 5. Madeira International Airport, Portugal. Madeira International Airport Cristiano Ronaldo, formerly known as Funchal Airport, on the Portuguese archipelago of Madeira in the Atlantic Ocean is considered one of the most dangerous airports in the world due to its spectacular construction. The original runway was only 1,600 meters, 5,249 feet, long, but was extended to 2,781 meters, 9,124 feet, after a fatal plane crash in 1977. 164 people died when a Boeing 727 fell off the end of the runway onto the beach below. The runway extension is supported by 180 columns, partly over the ocean, which have to withstand serious shock loading during landings. The airport is also dangerous due to strong winds, high mountains on one side and the ocean on the other. Pilots must undergo additional training to land at the airport. Number 6. Toncontin Airport, Honduras. The approach to Toncontin Airport, located near the capital of Honduras, has long been considered to be one of the most dangerous in the world, especially in inclement weather condition. The mountainous terrain surrounding the small airport forces pilots to make a dramatic approach that's anything but head-on, with a steep descent and a sharp turn prior to lining up with the runway. It's also one of the world's deadliest airports. In 1989, a Boeing commercial plane crashed into a mountainside on approach, killing 132 people. At least 5 more planes have since followed suit and crashed in or around the airport. A new airport is currently being constructed in Camagüey to replace Toncontin International Airport.